Fox 17 Sports, Franklin Kia Overtime show rolls on, and Titans defensive tackle Jurrell Casey, good enough to stick around for another segment. We wanted to keep him here because there's something else that he's doing off the field besides his football camp out in California that is very, very important. Tell us about the Casey Fund, Jurrell.
So what the Casey Fund is about, me and my fiance, we're putting together a fund to, get donations and also put our own money into this fund and help out, local and also people back home with anything that's really needed. And it's not necessarily a foundation just for one particular group. The Casey Fund is going to be able to help out Project Return, is going to be able to help out giving back to school, is going to be able to help giving to the homeless, is going to be able to help any foundation that really needs to help. And that's what we're kind of looking to do, is trying to reach out and stick our hands into a little bit of everything and not just put our face just stuck on one thing. Tell
me about Project Return. There are probably a lot of people out there who haven't heard of this, but this is something that helps ex-cons, right?
Yes. Project Return is basically a group that goes out and they try to reach convicted felons and try to help them get reprocessed back into the normal day of life and, give them a second chance on life. Because as we all know, when you go to prison and you get back out, it's kind of hard to really, get focused and do the right thing. So Project Returns is somewhere where you can go and they're going to put their first hands on and try to, reach out and try to reach those people before they even get out of prison. So Project Return is a great group to go out and, if you need the help of getting out and getting a job, if you need help with living, if situations, if you need help with child support, if you need help with basically anything that day-to-day, Project Return is there to help you.
Getting reestablished in society, not always easily done, and Jurrell and his fiance doing their best to try to help that happen. This is something very close to you in terms of your family. A lot of people may not have heard about your brother Jurrell. He is currently in jail. Tell us his story a little bit.
My brother, he's been convicted of murder, and he's been locked away now, I want to say, going on about 9 years. And it happened back in high school where he was with the wrong crowd of guys and he got into a bad situation, and he's been paying for it ever since. And this is why something is real close to me, is because I see the people that he's in there with and the stories he tells me of how when people get out, he just see them right over again. And, I want to be able to set something like this up for when he's get his chance to come home and he don't fall back into that trap. And the things that, young people these days, they don't know how to come out and get right back into the world. They've been locked away so long that they get what would you call it, robotic in their lifestyles of how they deal with things in prison. It's just over and over the same thing. So when they get out, they need somewhere where someone's going to teach them, okay, this is not what you're doing no more. This is the right ways to go about it. And I think Project Return is going to be a great fit for that.
Positive role models, very important for people coming out of jail. Your brother Jurrell, much like you, Jurrell, really talented at football. He had a scholarship all set to go to Oregon, and then things went off track. He was a big influence on you, though, to make sure that the same thing didn't happen to you.
He definitely was a big influence. Like you said, he was on his way going to Oregon University and to graduate early from high school. Very bright, smart guy. And he cut me out of trouble by, keeping me away from the streets and not allowing me to go out there and repeat the things that he was doing. Even though he was doing certain things, he was like, hey, you ain't doing it. And he really forced my mom to make me stay in. So it was times where I wanted to go out and hang out with him. And he was like, no, you can't do that. And it was times I wanted to go even hang out with just my friends by myself. And he was like, that's not the crowd you need to be with. And, he, even to this day, he still try to make sure I'm doing the right thing of, helping with family, making sure I'm staying away from the streets and making sure when I do go back home and things like that, I'm nowhere near that type of crowd of people. And he still check up on me now and again, even just to talk football, keep me motivated and things like that, just to keep himself a little close to it and, keep my mind focused on the right things.
Is he able to track your career in the situation that he's in?
Here and there, he get to watch the games, especially when they come on the local channels back in California. Back here in the South, they really don't play too many of our games that way. But whenever he get the chance, he for sure give me a call and try to give me some lessons and some pointers on what I need to do to spice up my game a little bit. And that's something I look forward to all the time when I get that chance to talk to him.
He still has quite a bit of time to spend in jail, to serve in jail. It would be terrific, though, that day when Jurrell gets out, if Jurrell, you were able to help him out.
Oh, definitely going to be able to do that. And that's something I look forward to. And that's something, the reason why I'm getting with Project Return, just to go out there and be able to, put my feet in that field and get to learn what they're doing, and that way I can be able, when he get out, to put him in the right direction. And he had that chance of not going back over and over, and he had the chance to live his life and keep on going.
Well, it's a great thing that you are doing, and we all know about Jurrell Casey on the football field, how he can make life miserable for quarterbacks in the NFL, but obviously Jurrell doing a lot of great things off the field as well, and we appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dave?